Okay. So there we have it. There we have it. It is the first episode. Right? How you feeling so far?
It's interesting. It's an adjustment. I'm not used to speaking on the mics and I speak in public, especially my career in church, but I'm not used to the mics.
It's okay.
Kind of weird.
It's all right. It's really not like after probably like the second or third episode, you probably won't even, if you even decide to even go that far into it, it won't even seem like it, but it's a journey for the both of us,
Yes, it is.
So, I just hope that
my husband is the one that likes to, who's better at the public speaking, y'all, not me. He has the voice for it, not me.
I really don't think I do.
Yes, he does.
I really don't think I do.
He has that nice, clear, monotone, deep voice. Mine is all, as you can hear.
Well, the thing is, we was just talking about this. And I was saying that we both really, not just you, but we both been dealing with this, congestion and sickness is going around out here, this flu or whatever it is that's going around out here. So you probably just sound, if you do sound nasally, you probably sound nasally from that.
Very nasally.
So.
And congested. As I'm speaking, I can hear it. I can feel it. Not even just feel it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I know I was just hawk spitting like crazy trying to get that mucus out because it was ridiculous. Like it was, I hate
never ending.
Yeah. I hate the feeling of that mucus being lodged right in your throat and you can't really get it out. Sorry if that's TMI for people, but listen, it is what it is.
All right.
Dedication. This is anti-hesitation. So dedicated.
This is dedication to.
I'm dedicated to the lifestyle.
And there it is, the Dedicated Podcast. I am your host, Terrance, but most of y'all may know me as DeondreTD, and I'm here with my lovely wife.
Hello.
Jalia.
Yes, that is me.
Yes, but so this is the first episode of, the Dedicated Podcast, and, I think that it is going to be a nice journey for the both of us. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this. I know I haven't done, a podcast. Obviously, I do videos and stuff like that, but I've never really done anything like this. I've always listened to podcasts and watch visual podcasts and stuff like that, but, never really done anything like this. What you think?
Yeah, this is completely new to me.
Yeah.
I'm by your side, though. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna stick beside him.
I get you, but it's I think it'd be fun. I mean, I've seen a lot of couples channels and podcasts and things like that, and I think that for the ones that are real, not them cheesy ass ones, but the ones that are real and cool and I think it'd be cool to do.
Yeah, try it out, see how it goes.
You okay? You shaking a little bit. You nervous?
No, that's me.
So we're really going to start this off with, I guess, kind of it's Friday, right? So it's the 12th. We're recording on the 12th. So I'm going to try my best to, edit all of this and, try to put it out as quick as possible. But so I guess, the first question is, how was your week?
The week was pretty good, honestly. Can't complain too much other than dealing with this respiratory illness.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to fight that because it just doesn't want to leave. But work was crazy this week. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it was busy. It was crazy, but I had a good crew with me. So we pushed through the day.
Oh, sorry. See, I always be like, why everybody phone be going off on the pod? But see, I just did it myself.
Let me put mine on silent. But yeah, my work crew is pretty good, so we got through the day. Patience, our patience. But it was satisfying. Felt like I did a good job this week, and patients got the care they needed. And even though it was rough, it was fulfilling.
Mm-hmm. So, nursing, you like nursing?
I do like being a nurse. I like nursing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just say this. It's not all the little all the little TikTok girlies say,
Mhm.
but it's definitely rough.
Yeah.
But it's rewarding, to
Yeah.
care for people and their lowest moments and
Mhm.
to help their families get through it. It's nice.
I feel you. So, like, as far as like your week, what were like some highlights or anything noteworthy besides
yeah.
like the work stuff? Just was that it or?
Honestly, this week, other than work, I've literally been relaxing and sleeping to fight this illness. Like that's literally all I've been doing. I
Right.
wake up, walk the dog, come back in, eat a little breakfast, whatever like that, and
Right.
talk. Call mom, go on the socials a little bit, and
Mhm.
yeah, I feel like I'm taking a nap already, and I
Yeah.
wake back up, talk to you, and
Yeah.
just chilling, lounging. A lot
Yeah.
of R&R this week.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good. I mean,
I needed it. My body was telling me I needed it.
yeah.
Especially all December, the holiday season, I was just going on go constantly.
Mm.
So my body, I guess, forced me to relax by, my immunity was down because I wasn't sleeping,
Mhm.
wasn't eating right.
Mhm.
So I guess that's how I got sick, especially being around people.
Right.
So my body got it, and it was like, all right, sis, sit down, relax, take it easy.
I feel you. So, well, let me start with my highlights, I guess. So, obviously, it's really not. Well, so this week, I really can't say it was really any like highlights, but I guess I was more so looking forward to what we doing now this week,
Yeah, you're really excited, getting ready for it.
Yeah, and I figured that, we about to get into it because, we got the, questions and everything coming up. But with it being the new year and everything, I wanted to definitely kind of, do something different, and obviously, we've been having conversations about this for, a little while now. But I figured that new year, new thought processes, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, so I mean, like in this episode, we really not gonna like dive into like any topics like trending topics, anything like that. For right now, really this one is more so just like a questionnaire type of thing. We might talk about maybe a few things here and there, but for the most part, it's really not gonna be touching on that. And other episodes we'll do that, but so weekend plans.
Weekend plans. All right. Well, first, we got to get these Christmas decorations down.
Yeah.
Don't judge us.
Yeah. I
We
mean,
late. I love our decorations. I love Christmas time. I get started early. They come down late. And what?
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
I love Christmas. It's just everything. My favorite season.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, well, first of all, we still within that window. I know, like,
yeah, it's not Martin Luther King Day yet.
Yeah.
We gotta be down by MLK Day. We have until Monday.
Yeah, we do have it till Monday. So
We not late, y'all.
We not late. But I do like to, get my stuff down pretty quick. But honestly, I don't know. These past couple of weeks, I've just been lazy. I'll take like stuff in, from outside, like the decorations and stuff we got outside. I bring that in like one by one. But probably this weekend I'll be doing that. So not really all that exciting. But, to be honest, that's really it. I don't really see any other plans that we have.
No, I mean, I don't know. I have had some friends hit me up like, hey, what you doing this week? Because I don't know if maybe they'll come over or we'll just chill out and all that. But
Yeah. Ain't
I
nothing
don't
wrong.
know. My mom want to go see The Color Purple.
Color Purple. I didn't see the original. I don't plan on seeing this one.
You gotta see the original at least, even
no.
if you don't see this one.
Nah, I can't see the original. I just don't want to. I've just never been like so eager to watch it. Like I
haven't
never
seen it in a while, honestly. Though it's probably
Yeah.
I wasn't as mature
Yeah.
as I am now, so I probably have a whole different view of it if I watched it now. So I might watch the first one before I go see this one.
I mean,
Again.
I don't know. Like, I've never had a reason to go and watch it. I feel like, I don't know. I've heard a lot more women talk about the movie than I've heard men over the years.
That's true.
So I don't know. I don't know if it affects women more, than it does men. I don't know, but and then even with this one, even with this newer one, like I don't really see too many men talking about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, especially with the whole Taraji thing and Oprah thing. I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't want to see it. Man, I don't like Oprah. So
Oh
it is
my
what it is.
goodness gracious.
I don't.
Here we go. We're not gonna get on that.
I mean, listen, for whatever reason, Oprah has always rubbed me the wrong way. Like she just has, but maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's Gail. Who knows?
Oh my goodness. Now, how Gail get into it?
Because she always gets into it, man.
Now, how Gail get into it?
I don't know.
Oh
But all right, we gotta get to these questions. So first question is, why did we decide to call it the Dedicated Podcast? So I mean, I guess I'll answer that first because that was really, more so my idea.
Mm-hmm.
The Dedicated Podcast, really, the word meant a lot to me. I feel like that's something that embodies what I'm about, what I do. First of all, let's just look up the definition. Let's look up the definition of it because I feel like that would really make more sense. But you can go ahead if you were expounding on that.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So definition is...
It is an adjective.
Yeah. So basically it's a feeling of very strong support for or loyalty to someone or something. The quality or state of being dedicated to a person, group, cause. Yeah. So, I mean, pretty much just being steadfast on something and, persevering and trying to get it done.
It's like devotion.
Yeah. Devotion, all of that. So that's really kind of why I decided to name it that. Mm-hmm. And,
on top of that, he's a Nipsey fan too.
Yeah, I'm a Nipsey fan too. I mean, obviously you heard it in the intro, which is crazy because, that whole thing, rest in peace in Nipsey, but that whole, the way I even became, a Nipsey fan was crazy because, I really didn't, not to make this a whole Nipsey pod, but I really didn't, go, I was never brought up a Nipsey fan, I've been from the East Coast my whole life, so he was more so West Coast, and I don't know, I think it was just kind of, I always heard the name, but I never really I don't know, but yeah, so that's why I decided to do that. Always being able to see something to the end, that was really more so why I decided to call it that.
Well, it's a great name.
Yeah. So, you like the name?
I do like it. It really encompasses us as well. Dedicated people,
right?
Individuals,
right?
And dedicated couple,
right?
On top of that, and to bring us together for this podcast is, another step of the dedication.
Right.
I'm here to support you. I know you really want to do this. I'm try and get out of my comfort zone and do it too.
But I don't know. I feel like with this, you just gotta think about it as more of a conversation.
Exactly. Now it makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Just talking. Speaking with you, having a conversation with you. It's not like, oh, I'm on screen, I'm on a script, I have to do it perfectly. Like, no.
Well, I only have myself written down just because, I'm just that kind of person.
Yeah, that's just to move the conversation, but it's not like, oh, you got this word wrong.
Yeah, nah, it's not like
that.
It's not like that at all. But, all right, second question. What made you want to start the podcast? So that was where I was talking about how, we were going to get into it earlier. Mm-hmm. Kind of like how I said before, I've always wanted to kind of do something like this. It's just a matter of, did I want to do it by myself or did I want to, have this be like a thing where, it could be me and, my wife or, me and a friend or, whatever. So I just decided that I think it'd be cool, if me and you were to do this. So,
yeah, definitely.
That's kind of why.
In the future, if it opens it up to more, then it does. But I'm down with it.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah. So, that's kind of what I did. Plus, like I said, new year, new goals, 2024, why not? Everybody else got a podcast, I like to talk, as you can see. And it probably give it about an episode or two. You'll like to talk too,
We'll see.
But, why not, right? Plus, you know, if you really look at the podcasting space, I mean, I think most people, especially within the past year, have a podcast that they either know about or listen to, or probably several podcasts that they know about or listen to. So I just figure, why not? You know, I figure it's always a good time, you know, and I'm always looking to kind of create something different, and yeah, so.
Exactly. And I know a lot of people, get the podcast out of the Black community. They're doing too much. No, we're not about that.
Well, yeah, we first of all, we're not about that, you know. A lot of that,
no nonsense over here. We're not with the rah-rah. We're just being us.
Right. Yeah, we're not looking for, you know, all of the clicks and
not for bashing people, not for coming at people, not for the clout.
Right. You know, so really, and all, like, be very simple. I really just, like I said, wanted to start this, but I also wanted to kind of do something different, you know, to kind of put up on the channel. You know, because I always, like, you know, I watch a whole bunch of different people, and a good amount of them have podcasts either on their main channel or on, like, a secondary channel that they put them up. Most likely be doing the same thing. So, you know, that's why.
I mean, YouTube channel is really growing. I'm proud of you for that. You've put in a lot of time, a lot of work.
Yeah, well, you know, I appreciate that. So, third question is, how often will each episode drop? So, most podcasts I've seen drops on like a weekly basis. It just depends on the day, but this will be a weekly situation. You know, some people do daily, and we ain't doing daily, right? We just going to we do it weekly.
Because after my shifts, I'm done. I don't feel like talking to anybody. He'll tell you, like, I come home, I'm worn out from talking all day, and I can't.
Yeah.
Weekly is more realistic.
Yeah. So that's why I think about it. You know, I got to think about your schedule, right? When you come back from the hospital, because I know, like, you be, you know, dead ass tired, which makes a lot of sense, working 12 plus hours. So, you know, I got to think about that. I'm hesitant to really stick to a day, like a specific day, but it will be, you know, on a weekly basis. Obviously, you do have days off, so you know, there will be time. You know what I mean? Plus, you know, we do have a rambunctious dog that loves our attention. So, you know, we do gotta think about that. But
Rusty wants his time too.
Yeah, he over there asleep right now.
He should be. All that running around he just did.
Yeah, so
we have to tire him out before we come up here.
Yeah, we do. I mean, I had to walk him before we even started this, because I knew if we didn't, we wasn't gonna get no time. So I said, screw it. Let me just walk him, make sure he got everything. He ate, he drank, he got that playtime out. So he good. He good to go. So to answer the question, weekly, you know, if I can stick to a day, I will, you know, and I'll definitely let folks know. But right now it's just, you know, just weekly. So the fourth question is more so like towards me, like aimed at really me.
Okay.
And it's, why did you change your content or stop doing music reactions on your channel? So this is, I've already kind of spoken about this. Like, I made like a couple videos. I've spoke about it in other videos. Really, it's a couple things. Number one, you know, you just kind of grow out of things, right? And that was definitely one thing that I felt like I just didn't really want to do anymore, or I just kind of wanted to change out of that niche of content, you know, because at first it was cool to do, but I will say, and many other reaction channels out there or music reactors out there will tell you the very same thing, that the copyright police is no joke, and they will come for you straight up. Like, they no fucks given. And the last thing you want to do is, you know, put time and effort into, you know, videos and things like that, only for it to be taken from you, essentially. Yeah. So, you know, them copyright claims, you know, were a bitch for real. So that's, you know, that's one thing, you know, just not being fun anymore. And so I just kind of switched over and, you know, kind of do something that I want to do, right? And that's really like commentary, right? And, you know, I talk about a range of different things on the channel, you know, not to make this pod just straight YouTube stuff, but that's really the reason, right? Like just you kind of change and do different things. And honestly, I'm not sure if you know, but, you know, there have been a lot of big YouTubers that have kind of stopped doing their thing too, you know. Really? Like I'm talking about like they got millions and millions of subscribers, so even they stopped, right? Because, you know, certain things just kind of stopped being fun to them. You know, they've enjoyed their time, but they just kind of stopped doing what they were once doing, right? You know, obviously everybody gets older, everybody has life happen to them, things change, so, you know, same here, right? You grow and you want to elevate and do different things, so this is a part of that. So that's kind of why I stopped doing that. So there you go. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
All right, but
I did not.
Nah, I had to stop because, you know, I mean, not that I didn't find joy in it, but, you know, it was just
different
it wasn't
phase.
Yeah, it was a different phase. So that's really the gist of it. Some New Year's resolutions, right? It is the new year. Obviously, we 12 days into the new year.
Wow.
So what's some New Year's resolutions for you?
Sheesh. It's 12 days in. I ain't been thinking. All right. New Year's resolutions. Just to be a better me, you know, and take care of myself. And do what makes me happy. You know, I that should go as a given, you know, but sometimes you put more energy into other things and other people that you forget the things that really make you happy and at peace. So I guess, yeah, that's it, my year. And I'm going to take more trips this year, too. Yeah, I want to travel a little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You only get one life, and we got to enjoy it, you know?
Yeah. I'm definitely with the traveling for sure. My biggest thing, I mean, I know it's going to sound basic as hell, but my biggest thing is losing some weight, right? I mean, everybody, you know, says that every year, but, you know.
Me too.
But, I mean, that's like one of my biggest things, you know. You know, I mean, I've always been used to being like the biggest person, you know what I mean? Like just growing up, I was always like big for my age. I just can't do like the going up in clothes size like constantly, right? Like that really, that's annoying. So New Year's resolution is definitely losing that weight, getting that weight off.
I feel you. I'm on that too. I'm on that vibe.
Okay.
We can do it. We can definitely do it.
Also, just be more consistent. Like for me, like just to be more consistent with my content. Not that I haven't been, but just, you know, be more consistent on my channels. You know, on my main channel, definitely want to, you know, keep growing. My ultimate goal, just like many other YouTubers out there, is to, you know, get to like 100,000 subscribers. You know, right now I'm like close to about like 19, getting there, a little above 18, getting to 19.
That's a lot though.
It is. You know, I remember when I first hit 10. First of all, I remember when I first hit 1,000. You know, but when I first hit 10, you know, that's kind of, to me, what just kind of, you know, lit a fire.
Yeah, get an extra push to keep going. People really enjoy your content.
So, you know, that's kind of what made me, you know, go ahead and really kind of go harder.
Yeah.
And just kind of switch some things up. You know, a lot of people may feel like that at 100,000, you know, like they feel like, okay, like, you know, and I feel like I'll probably feel the same way, you know. They feel like, okay, like my journey's justified, you know, like, I mean, when you get to 1 million, I mean, at that point, it's like, you know, you pretty much used to it, you know, I mean, 1 million is still 1 million, but like that 100,000 is like probably the more treasured achievement out of a content creator, because like this,
before the clout gets to it and people just subscribe. It's like people really,
like it's peaks and valleys to it. Like, before you get to that 100,000, it's so much. It's just an emotional roller coaster, you know, to try to get to that point. You know, and it just means more. I feel like, you know, if you were to ask a lot of these YouTubers, you know, what especially if they have like multiple awards, like if they got a whole bunch of subscribers or whatever, you know, I guarantee you they'll probably be like that 100K. Because it's just, it just means more, you know, you really got to work for that, you know, because past that, you know, you pretty much are in the algorithm and, you know, your videos getting recommended all the time and people just, like you said, kind of subscribing just because they see the numbers, right? They see, oh, like all these subscribers, so boom, let me just hop on. But, you know, under that 100K, you got to work straight up. Yeah. So any other, you know, resolutions for you or not? That's it.
Well, I'm going to hop on that weight loss journey with you. Definitely that. Taking care of my health. You know, not even just weight loss, but health. Just like things I'm eating, vitamins, supplements, keeping up on that, you know? Hitting big 30.
Yeah.
You know, you got to start taking care of yourself once you start reaching up to 30.
Yeah. Nah,
it's coming.
You right about that. You know, the 30 is definitely an eye opener for sure. You know, seeing that 3, not a 2. You know, you'll definitely you'll know what I'm talking about when that hits. But you know, but
it's right there.
I mean, I kind of already started. You know, like I got my lemon water here. I know y'all can't see that, but I got my lemon water here. I don't really do that kind of thing, but you know, I said, you know, let me try something different. The other day I tried with kombucha. You know, different flavor of it.
But you're really good with that type of stuff. Like you're not really a big juice drinker, soda drinker, all that. That's my issue right there.
Yeah.
You drink tons of water, so that's already gonna help you propel.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. So I guess some other time. So some other questions that, you know, a little bit more, I guess, fun. If you really want to say it like that. First question is, what decade do you feel you most belong in? I'm gonna let you answer that first.
All right.
I feel like I already know what it's gonna be. But
well, what's it gonna be?
No,
what's it gonna be? What you think I'm gonna say?
I feel like we probably got the same one, but go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna say 90s or 2000s, not 2010s. Oh my lord, what is that?
My dog is just. What were you saying?
I'm gonna say 90s. 90s were real. I'm gonna say they were real. It's before all this fake stuff. I mean, I'm sure it was fake stuff too, but you know, being born in 94, I got to experience some of the 90s, but not truly, you know, because I wasn't as cognizant of what's going on around me. So, you know, I was a little kid. But I would definitely say the 90s, looking back, retrospectively, the music was fire. Shows were wholesome.
Yeah.
You know, movies were wholesome. It was just, I think it was just very real. It was very real. I liked the 90s, but early 2000s as well is when we started growing up. And it was fun. I guess I'm just, from personal experience, it was fun, you know. Once the 2010s hit, it was fun as well. We were in high school, you know, but you could start seeing a shift in humanity. You know, people started becoming more superficial, in my opinion. Things were a little more cliche. It's all about fitting in and being up. You know what I mean? Like being that person. Like, I'm that it person. You know what I mean? Like, it's all a competition now. Like, it's not about being real. It was all, I'm going to fake it till I make it. Yeah. That's when the shift started for me, like, noticing people like that. So I would definitely say 90s to 2000s.
Okay. I said 90s.
90s. Yep.
I said 90s. And, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like my overall demeanor, right? Just the kind of person that I am. Obviously, you know, being born in the 90s, 93. All right. You know, first of all, August 29th, 1993. August 29th, Virgo season. All right. Michael Jackson. All right. I was born on the same day as Michael Jackson. All right. Like, there's no more that needs to be said. No more needs to be said about that. But yeah, for me, it's the 90s, right? Just the nostalgia, you know, whenever I look back, like, because I follow like this Instagram page and like, I showed you, I showed you the Instagram page where basically like they just show a whole bunch of 90s nostalgia. And
it gives you that good feeling.
Yeah, like it just does. Like today, I think I posted something on my story of like, "Hey Arnold," you know. Like,
yes,
that was crazy. Like that was
crazy.
It was like
an adult version now of a Hey Arnold room.
Yeah, Yeah.
It was lit.
Because growing up, we all wanted a room like that. Like, if you watch Hey Arnold, like, we all wanted Arnold's room. Like, you're lying if you say you did. You're lying. You know, because, like, his room was crazy. And wasn't he in, like, 3rd grade or something like that? Like, he was young as hell.
But would that more so go into the 2000s?
Well, when did Hey Arnold?
Probably like 99.
Let me see. When did Hey Arnold? 96. 96. So we there.
So
we there.
It's one of those cusps.
We in
It's
there.
a cusp.
We in there. We in there. Hey Arnold, man. Yeah. So and now the 90s, man. Definitely nostalgia.
Yeah.
The swag, right? The clothes, the movies, right?
Sports, especially.
Sports. Jordan was going crazy.
Yeah.
You know. What else? I mean, first of all, the cost of living, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was different.
Yep.
And you know, I mean, for instance, gas wasn't $80 a gallon. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a simpler time. And you know, I mean, of course, early 2000s. You know, I mean, I think about the music and I think about just us growing up. You know, and so I get that, but I don't know. Like, I felt like if I had a little bit more time in the 90s, you know, I definitely should have been in that era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Honorable mention. 80s was lit too.
80s, yeah. But then you had the cocaine.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. And the crack era.
Yeah. So,
That's
but I mean,
true.
you know, I mean, but we
they
got
always lit. Like you can pick out things from each decade. Like 70s music was popping.
right.
Like you can definitely pick out stuff from each era, each decade. But yeah, definitely 90s.
Yeah. So that's definitely me. So I'll say 90s for sure. What's something you really love about our relationship? But actually, you know what? I got a question I actually want you to answer before that, right? Okay. Now, we've had conversations about this, but what attracted you to me?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right, we're not gonna go into the whole how we met story, but
no, I mean, we don't gotta
definitely.
I mean, you could like it could be a little bit, like, you know. I mean, we met in high school,
yes,
like,
we
you
did.
know, you know.
Yes, we did. We saw each other, and it was just like almost, you know, those. I don't want to be cliche.
Yeah.
But it was one of those moments like you see me, I see you, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
We didn't talk to each other immediately.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about each other to other people, friends who knew each other.
Right.
You know, and then, you know, eventually we got together, and you know.
Yeah.
But definitely, obviously off the first look, you're a handsome guy, you know. But
you see how she trying to do that? She trying to. Oh, you're a handsome guy.
But
okay.
Once we actually started talking and getting to know each other, I'm definitely going to say you have a great personality and very real, warm, caring, very caring, but definitely intelligence.
Yeah.
I feel like I can learn from you all the time. It's a lot, but definitely probably top is your intelligence, your personality. You're very, how do I put this? Other than caring aspect, the warm-hearted, kind, very much so. We fit right there because I feel like we're both those type of people that people feel warm around, comfortable around.
Yeah.
You know, you're very driven. Oh, they're dedicated.
Yeah,
very dedicated.
Okay.
Very dedicated. Like, you're a driven person. I can see your work ethic is ridiculous. You know, even in school back then and through college, you always knew what your goals were and you stuck to it. You know, it's a very nice quality to have in a partner because they make sure you're on your P's and Q's as well.
She talking nice about me, y'all.
Don't get used to it.
Nah, that's I like that. I mean, we've had conversations about this kind of thing, but well, I guess obviously, you know, what attracted me to you was obviously you're beautiful, right? Beautiful woman, you know, and I will say that whole, you know, love at first sight thing. It's true. I mean, I know it sounds like really, you know, cliche.
Like, we're not lying, y'all. Like, we really didn't think it was gonna be like that, but it literally, like,
yeah,
you just know.
You just
know.
You know.
It's weird.
You just
know.
You just know. And
we're not trying to be those people. I promise you. But it was just wow. Like, if you feel that, then you can't ignore it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And, you know, it was definitely a couple looks when we first met. Like, it was just kind of like, I look at her, she look at me, I look at her, that kind of thing. Like she
Even
said.
people were trying to get us together before
Yeah.
we were hard-headed. Well,
Yeah.
I was hard-headed. I was hard-headed. As he was trying to talk to me, I was hard-headed. I'll admit that. We were like, oh my God, Jalia, you gotta la la la. I see y'all together. I see you. I'm like, okay. People saw it too.
Yeah.
So it's not just us saying that.
Yeah.
Other people saw it too.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, but the first person that saw it, you know, I was definitely me. You know, I definitely saw myself with you, you know, obviously it's vice versa. So, you know, but it was definitely that. And then obviously, you know, you're very smart yourself. Obviously, you're a nurse, number one. So, I mean, can't be dumb to be a nurse, right?
Yeah.
Right. At least I hope you're not, you know, but yeah, you know, and we just have a lot in common. We have a lot in common that we do. You know, I just think that our spirits, right? Yes, I'm going there. I think that our spirits are aligned. Yes. Perfect word. Aligned.
Yes.
So, you know, and it just works out. But we got to know each other first before we decided to actually, you know, tie the knot.
Yeah,
you know,
we wanted to make sure that we were not ready because we knew what the end goal was.
Right.
But we wanted to set ourselves up for the best life possible. You know, we wanted to be secure in our careers. Know that we'll be okay.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Know that right away. Okay, yeah, we got married, we got our house, we have a foundation, so now we can build a family. You know what I mean? So
right.
We were looking ahead. We're not just trying to hurry up and jump the broom and not have the rest of our life, you know, sort of got outlined.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Outlining is important, guys. They teach you that in school for a reason.
Yeah.
Outline your work. It makes everything go way smoother.
Yeah. Nah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I will say that a lot of people, you know, especially in this generation out here getting married for the wrong reasons, man. And, you know, we don't come from that kind of background, you know, like you know, you come from a family of, you know, you pretty much married a person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, you know, ain't no divorcing, you know what I mean?
No.
You know,
work it out.
yeah. I mean, it's a little different for me, but I mean, you know, my mom only went through one divorce, you know, so, you know, it wasn't, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 divorces. Like, nah, that's not, you know, so it was just one. You know, my stepdad, you know, he came in, you know, loved the man to death, you know, and he definitely taught me a lot of the qualities that I have now. You know, in my own marriage, you know what I mean? So, you know, and it's always a work in progress, right? I mean, we've known each other, you know, since 2012, you know, so 2011, you know what I mean? 2010, you know, so, you know, we've known each other for a long time. I mean, we've been together for, you know.
Don't count. It's hard to count now.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, we've been together for a long time. Honestly, longer.
We've been married 2.5 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We've been together for a long time.
Yeah. But the thing is, you know, we have been getting to know each other, you know, before that, like we said.
Exactly. And we grew with each other, you know, especially when you start young, you know, a lot of people think, oh, you're going to outgrow each other and all that. But if you're dedicated to each other, you learn each other as you grow and you learn how to work with that person. You know how to, you know, fit that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, people always like to, oh, well, y'all young, y'all not gonna last, and come on now.
Yeah.
Never give up on somebody just because of the cliche and the stereotypes of the world.
Right. And the thing is, like, I mean, at this point, like that's kind of dead, right? Like the whole you too young thing. Like, listen, I've known people coming out of college, like first thing they did was get married, you know, first thing they did. And out of college, you what, like 20, 21, 22, something like that, you know. You know, I mean, listen, it's if you find somebody, you find somebody. You know, you find the right one. You know,
that's it.
But yeah, I mean, we share a lot of things together. We, you know, share the same sense of humor. We obviously, you know, share the love for sports. You know, so I mean, a lot of y'all don't know. I mean, a lot of y'all don't know, but you know, my wife is an amazing sports debater. She
Yeah.
really, she not basic out here. You know,
Not
she
basic.
knows the difference between a touchdown and a home run. Okay, so
Oh my goodness gracious.
I can't say that for a lot of y'all,
Oh my goodness.
but
He not throwing shots, y'all. It's okay. He just joking.
I mean, it is jokes. It is jokes. So I have a this or that question.
Yeah.
All right. And I feel like I already know what you're gonna say, but
Okay.
let's try it.
Let me try and stump him, y'all. Let me see if he know me.
Right. Would you rather
Okay.
lose all of your money or all of your pictures?
You would think that this is a little hard, but honestly, and you probably do know what I'm saying. What you think I'm gonna say?
I say you would rather lose all of your money than lose your
would.
pictures.
I sure would.
Because you are.
I would rather lose my money. I'm dedicated. I will make that money back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always run to make the money back, even if you can't get. You're not starting where you started, whatever. But you're gonna put that work in. You're gonna make that money back. You can't make these memories back. You have them in your head, but your memory fades. I'm a nurse. I'm a stroke nurse. Okay,
Yeah.
I see patients with dementia all the time, and they come in pictures with their family and everything. It just brings a light to them. You will not get those back. This sparks those memories, and pictures are very important. People don't know. Like, I know people who say, "Oh, I wish I took more pictures with that person before they died. I wish we did this, X, Y, and Z."
Right.
Because you have those memories, but how are you going to share those memories with your children, your grandchildren? You know what I mean? Pictures are priceless.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I would rather, pictures are it for me. I'm very about my pictures, for real. He'll tell you, like, for everything, I take pictures everywhere. No, they don't have to be all, the best photography skills, all photogenic, but it's about the moment.
Right.
And I'm definitely going to take pictures in the moment. That's all my friends, my family. I've been taking, since I've had a camera in my hand, even with the disposable little click cameras, I've been taking pictures.
Yeah.
I have so many pictures in my parents' house and here, online, even if they're not printed. But I'm doing better with my printing my pictures now. But I have so many backup cloud photos of pictures.
Yeah.
But pictures are important to me, very much so.
Well, that was cool. That was cool. But I'ma just say the money, the pictures, right? I would rather lose all the pictures because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Mm-hmm. I understand the memories aspect of it, and that's all well and good. Of course, I like to, be in the moment as well. Of course, I'm not like super quick on the camera like you, but I appreciate the moment too. However, what I'm gonna do with a house full of pictures and no money? You know what I'm saying? So like, at some point, like things gotta get paid. Things gotta like.
You make it work.
What
you gonna
what
get
am I
to
do?
work.
What I'm gonna sell my baby pictures? Or
No, you're gonna get out there and go to work. I mean, and like he's saying, I think that's just a difference of the sexes as well. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but like,
and I understand you. I completely do, because don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm about my coin.
Yeah,
I'm going to work, and I save. Like,
yeah,
I don't spend money. It's funny, but everybody tells me, "Oh, you treat yourself, spend that." I don't spend money unless I really, really want it, or I'm having one of those moods. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I'm about the coin and the money, but I just love pictures. I'm sorry.
I mean, I get it, but listen, I mean, for real, like
that's why we together, so I can keep the pictures, and he can keep making money.
You reach into your wallet and you got no money in it, but you only got all your baby pictures. Like, okay, man. I still got to get on the bus to go to work, or whatever. But okay, so what is your favorite movie?
Whew. Now, I'm indecisive.
Yeah.
If you caught me growing up all the way through high school, partial college, all that, he's going to laugh at me. But everybody knows my favorite movie coming up was Love and Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I love Love and Basketball. It has a sports aspect of it. I love sports. I love basketball.
Right.
Right. But then I'm that romantic, right? I'm that hopeless romantic. I love to see love. I love to see people fall in love. I love to see people fight for their love. So, loving basketball was it. But now, as my palette for movies grows, oh, this is hard though.
It is, yeah.
It's so many good movies out here. Oh, I might have to come back to this one.
Okay. I mean, you already said loving basketball. I mean, I knew
Yeah.
you would say that. You know, that
Yeah.
is your favorite movie. You know, I like the movie too, but I mean, I won't sit and watch it, you know, all day long.
Yeah, but
like
that's the
she
thing.
will.
Like, and exactly what you just said. Like, back in the day, I used to watch that movie constantly. I haven't watched that movie in a couple of years now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I really think I have to reevaluate what my favorite movie is. What movie do I watch all the time now? Like, what movie do I constantly talk about?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But for me, I'll probably say Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
you know,
I love that movie. You do.
You know, Shawshank Redemption. It's just, I mean, I mean, for those of y'all that have seen it at this point, like, y'all know, like, Shawshank Redemption is an amazing movie. Beautifully shot, you know, just an amazing story about, crazy enough, right? Just persevering and dedication, right? Mm-hmm. Being able to really stick to a plan of, you know, trying to get up out of there, enduring a whole bunch of bullshit on your way out of there. And you know, Morgan Freeman, all that. I can't remember the guy's name, but it had the guy that plays Mr. Krabs in it from SpongeBob. Right? It got him in it. He played the security guard. You know, but it's just a dope movie. It's just a dope movie.
It's a very, very good movie.
Yeah. And I remember you gave it to me as a gift for Blu-ray. It was on Blu-ray, so I definitely got to pop that in. But that's one of my favorite movies for sure. I know some. What, you gonna say something?
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Talking about Blu-rays, did you hear that Best Buy is gonna stop selling like physical DVDs? I saw that somewhere and I'm like, what?
I didn't see that, but I if that's true, I'm not surprised because I mean, you guys streaming and you know that's taking
like
over.
The physical though.
It's not, you know. But I mean, think about it. Like, who really? I remember growing up and going to people's houses and seeing like their actual collections.
Yes, exactly.
Like I remember seeing like people used to have them things like alphabetically. Like, just, you know, they used to have them like alphabetized and you know, they used to have it color coded and all kind of stuff. Like, y'all remember seeing them DVD racks?
Yes.
Or like them little, you know, racks or whatever with VHSs on it, or, you know, DVDs, whatever, physical copies of the movies. But now, I mean, you know, you could just...
Yeah, I remember back at my parents' house, I used to be, oh, wait, what movie you want to watch? Pick it out. Boom.
Yeah.
Right there.
You know, and that was part of the fun of it, you know, but, you know, now I get it because you got streaming, you got almost every single, like station or platform has their own streaming service. So, you know, you got HBO, you got Stars, you got Paramount, right? I mean, you got even like the you guys need... Bless you.
Excuse me. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. But yeah, you got Paramount. I mean, like, you got even like the studios coming out with their own streaming services and stuff like that. So I mean, really, like, the need for physical anything is really going away. So
it's the end of an era.
I mean, you barely have albums anymore.
I know.
You know. So everything's on Spotify,
Going on
Apple
road
Music.
Trips, getting your whole CD book, picking out CDs, and putting this one in, taking that out. Man.
Yeah, nah, it was. I remember my mom had a big book of CDs like that she would pop in. I remember seeing them things. I mean, and a lot of times like that was art. You know, that was artwork. You would see a lot of good stuff. Like the CDs would be, you know. I mean,
I still... the whole little opening pamphlet with the different pictures from the photo shoots and all that.
Yeah. I used to, I mean, I still do, but, you know, collect vinyls. That's why I started collecting vinyls, you know. I definitely got to set up my my vinyl player, but, you know.
I had to hook you up with some vinyl now.
Yeah. So, I got the vinyls. So, I'm definitely, you know, going to be doing that because I got to bring that physical copy back.
Yes.
You know, so
yes.
Nothing like that.
Nothing.
But Shawshank Redemption, that's one of my favorite movies.
Here we go.
Favorite show, like TV show. So you can go in any direction with this. So you can go, you know, I know you watch a lot of reality TV. You know, I know you know, watch a lot of that. So you can either do that or just like a regular, like either sitcom or, you know, drama or whatever.
Different phases of my life.
What?
No, I had so many different shows that I loved. I can't get rid of. Okay, so obviously I was a One Tree Hill fan, super fan. I love One Tree Hill, right? That's one of my favorite shows growing up, teenage years and all that. I love 101 and the Parkers.
Right.
Those are my shows. I love those shows, right? Then when she get up, you know, get a little older now, I love my Housewives. Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of Potomac. I'm not going to lie. I will sit back and watch all the craziness, the cattiness. I sure will watch it. I get my little fits out of it.
I get it, man. I understand. It's these popular shows, but just can't do it. I can't do that stuff.
But you know what? I'm on now.
Yeah.
During Hispanic Americans Month. It was that back in September, October, or something like that.
I believe so, yeah. I think September.
I was on Netflix and showed a little ad for Jane the Virgin. And I was like, you know what? I always wanted to watch Jane the Virgin, see what it was about. I lied to you not. From the first episode, I was hooked. That show is crazy. Like, watch Jane the Virgin. If you never watched Jane the Virgin, it's drama, it's love, it's suspense, it's everything, it's murder. Yeah. Everything is in that show, and I am hooked. I love that show.
When that show come out?
That show was like, I want to say back in like 2009, 10, something like that. Look that up real quick.
Yeah, Jane the Virgin. Yeah, I got it. But Jane the Virgin, huh?
Yeah.
2014.
14?
Wow.
Why did I feel like it was way earlier than that?
Yeah, okay. Well,
wow.
It is what it is. But yeah, no, I mean, I whenever it is on, like I will watch like an episode or two, like if you have it on. And,
it is so
whatever.
good, y'all. Watch Jane the Virgin. I'm about to get their streams up.
Well, I will say this. You can put any show up against my show and it will lose every time.
I know. I love it.
And you already know what it is. You already know what it is. And
my parents will tell you as a kid.
Hold on. I got to say what it is.
Go ahead.
It's Martin. All right. Yeah, man. Martin. That's my. Yeah. Martin is I'm telling you, it's one of the best TV shows to ever air on television.
And he's not lying. I love Martin. That is one of my shows as well.
I mean, from the chemistry, the acting, it's just funny as hell. I mean, obviously Martin Lawrence, shout out to him getting his well-deserved and long overdue star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Get some claps for that.
Yeah, get some claps for that. All right, he definitely deserves that because, I mean, first of all, just him being a phenomenal comedian, number one, and number two, he put so many other comedians on that would never have had a platform if it wasn't for him. Because you got to remember, like, he came up in the 90s, so wasn't no Instagram, wasn't no Facebook, wasn't none of that, so all he had was Def Comedy Jam, wasn't no Wildin' Out or nothing like that. So you had really him, you was either doing your stand-up circuits, or you had Def Comedy Jam for real, or if you was hot enough, a lot of people would talk about you, word of mouth, that kind of thing. But for the most part, there really was no outlet for real, to come up. And Def Comedy Jam, he put a lot of people on. Not only did he put them on as far as Def Comedy Jam goes, but he put them on the show, the actual show. We all know.
Everybody had their little spotlights. They did little surprise episodes, like, oh shoot.
Yeah, like the famous
Tracy Morgan,
the famous one, Hustle Man, Tracy Morgan. So. And to this day, Tracy Morgan still says how, Martin really changed his life with that. So, he always looks out. And that's the one thing I know, talking about the world of comedy for a minute, obviously the whole Cat Williams thing with Shannon Sharp, you see how a lot of these comedians be shiesty, and obviously we saw like all the receipts of them stealing jokes and, really finessing and lying out here. He did mention Martin in it, but he basically said that he definitely is cool with him, But he basically said that the project that Martin wanted him to do with him was the Big Mama's house thing, and he wasn't really cool with the whole putting on dresses thing and all of that. But other than that, he didn't really have nothing bad to say about him. You know what I mean? Which I think is good.
It's solid.
Right? It's solid. And honestly, no one in the comedy space has anything bad to say about him. So
it's not even like that's really Martin's fault either. That's the producers, the writers. You know what I mean? They wrote that script. I mean, obviously it was a success, but if somebody doesn't like the script, they don't do it. It's nothing against you as an actor, comedian.
Yeah. But I mean, and the whole dress wearing thing. I mean, that's a whole different topic for a whole another day. But if I would have gone through that the same way he described it, right? Like, Martin, say, listen, I'm gonna go away for a little bit. You go on my little vacation, my little break. But then when I come back, I want you to do a movie with me. That's what he said, right? That's what Cat Williams said. That Martin told him, and he said, you know what? I don't even care what movie it is. I'm gonna do it. All right, I don't even need to see the script. So he come back. And he like, yo, what the hell is this? Big Mama house? What? So now Cat did. Honestly, I don't know if having Cat Williams in it would have done the same numbers. Like, because I'm really trying to picture Cat Williams in it. Like, it probably would have been funny. Definitely. But I don't know if it would have did the same thing. And I remember we was having the conversation.
Maybe lose that family sense of it too.
Yeah. So I remember we was having the conversation about like casting people normally get it right. They normally get it right. For most part, you don't ever really walk away from a lot of movies. I'm sure you can a couple, but you don't really walk away from a lot of movies saying like, I wish this person, would have did this role or that role.
So would have been so much better at that.
Yeah. So, but Martin's my best show. All right, and the reason why I love it too is because there's an episode for literally any situation. Any situation that you come across in life, there is a Martin episode for it. It's one of the only sketch comedy shows in the world that you can watch it all day long and not get bored at all. And it's funny every time. But I'm not gonna get up on my high horse about Martin. That's just my show. It is what it is. But who's your favorite artist, like music artist?
It is too. Okay, so overall,
Beyonce.
Hard to be high, okay? I love Queen Bee. That's my girl. That's my sis. We related for real. Y'all don't know that, but we be talking on the phone.
Yeah,
that's my girl. I love Beyonce. Love Destiny's Child. First, Yeah. But then I love Beyonce. I just love them.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go into rappers. Next up, J. Cole. J. Cole is out of this world. That's my guy. See him come up and rise to fame.
Yep.
We're not gonna go old school with it. We'll just stick with those two. I'll give you a female and a male.
Well, I'ma just be real and say J. Cole. Period.
That's it.
I mean, of course, you always gonna have other people, but like, just if I had to pick one and stick with that one, it's gonna be J. Cole.
Like, right? if we say, okay, you have to pay X amount of dollars to see this one person. It's a crazy amount of dollars. Who are you going to see? I'm going to see Beyonce. I just did it.
Right.
I'm not spending more for a ticket for anybody other than Beyonce.
Right. And for that, I can understand. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, we went to go see Drake. Drake did cost a pretty penny, but, at the end of the day, that's just... I've never seen Drake before. We've never seen Drake before.
We had to see it because we love Drake.
Yeah. So, I've seen J. Cole twice.
Yeah, we've seen J. Cole. Yeah.
So I mean, we be out here. We be outside. Yeah. But J. Cole, just phenomenal rapper. I mean,
and they both seem like just good human beings too.
Yeah.
He's a good human being.
I mean, I'm talking about like Friday Night Lights. I'm talking about the warm up. Lights Please on the warm up was really what made me a fan of him. Like certain songs just kind of do things for you. And that is what really made me a fan. After that, I was J. Cole'd out. and you know, been riding with him ever since. So, and he's never let me down for real. You know, I mean, I know he had that little situation with No Name. I think it's her name. Her, you know, I don't really follow her like that. You know, but those who do. But you know, he had that little scuffle with. Honestly, I think anytime J. Cole gets in any type of situation, it's never because. I think it's always because some like other people want to see his demise. Like I really feel like people just they don't like him for whatever reason because maybe he's just too I don't know like
problematic.
Yeah, like he's not out here in the
some problems. That's really not problems.
Yeah, so like I feel like anytime you know he's circulating like that, it's just because you got haters, man. You got haters that just. You know, look for any and everything to try to bring you down. Yeah, and that situation was ridiculous because I think it was Snow on the Bluff or something like that. That's what the song was called. Yes, and like apparently like he was talking about No Name, but he was basically saying like No Name kind of comes across as like the person who you know knows everything but don't want to actually like explain anything to you and. You know, he was like, Dad, you know, I like what you're saying, but, you know, I don't like how you saying it. Like, I don't like the tone in which you speaking to me on these records. Like, you know, it's kind of weird. And, you know, of course, people took that and made a whole mountain out of it. You know, he don't like women. You know, he, you know, misogynistic. You know, just all kind of stupid stuff. And it's just like, what? So there's that. But, nah, J. Cole. Definitely one of my favorites. Obviously, you know, I love Drake, Kendrick, all of them. But, you know, J. Cole definitely gets flowers from me. So I have a segment that I feel, you know, you would really, really like. Okay. But I'm gonna ask you the first question before we hop into it. So, why did you choose nursing as a profession? Now you kind of talked about it before in the beginning, but you know, just kind of I guess go a little bit deeper into it.
Okay. Overall, I just knew I wanted to do something in healthcare. I like health. I like those things that people don't like seeing. You know what I mean? Even as a kid, it's cliche, but people like to play dress up as a doctor, dress up as a nurse.
Right.
And all my appointments, I was always inquisitive, asking about professions. Oh, what is this? I like to go into doctor, you know. But especially nursing. Okay. When I was younger, my grandfather had a stroke. My grandma would watch me. I would see the visiting nurses come in and take care of him and everything like that. And I always hear that I was always with them and watching what they were doing. So, and I was always trying to help take care of my grandfather as well, even as a little kid, not really knowing what's going on, but I wanted to be involved in it. So I guess that stuck with me. So that was always like number one in my careers. But when I got to high school, I wanted to try to explore a little more. It was between becoming a nurse, a pharmacist, a dentist. But I always came back to being a nurse.
Yeah.
And, you know, once I came out of school, went to college.
Right.
4 most stressful years of my life. Grinding my teeth, can't sleep, stressing constantly.
Right.
I'm telling you, that BSN,
you was going through
BSN is the hardest, man. Don't ever look down on somebody who actually got their BSN. That thing is ridiculous. I even talk to people. Now, I'm contemplating going back to school to get my master's in nursing and everything like that. But even people I talk to, they say your BSN, that is the hardest step right there. If you can do your BSN, you can get your MSN, you can get your PhD. You know, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough. I was stressing, but I love nursing, you know.
Yeah. I get you. And the only reason why, you know, I kind of want to go into it is because, like, I know a lot of people out there are, you know, they go into nursing. You know, nursing is a very popular field. So, you know, why not? You know, why not kind of dive into that?
It's not for the faint, weak at heart either. Like, you really have to have a stomach of steel, too. Patience. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
You got not patience.
So what was
like patience? Like, you have to be.
So it was a horror story. Like, name like just kind of tell like a horror story that sticks out to you working
So
in the
funny.
hospital. Like just pick one.
Oh, you will have patients as a black nurse, especially patients. You have to sometimes you have to give them benefit of the doubt. They have brain injuries on my floor, but you do have those nasty patients that will just call you out of your name, call you derogatory names and words and all that. They will say whatever they want. They had family members who think you're just their little bus boy, their bus girl. Oh, get me this, give me that, give me that. Like, no, I'm here to care and give care. I'm not here to just give you orange juice and apple juice and blankets constantly. I will do that, obviously, yes. But if you see me running around like a chicken with his head cut off, like trying to care for a sick patient that's dying or in a critical event, like, give me a moment. But definitely it's a lot of verbal abuse. It's a lot of physical abuse as well. Patients will hit you, kick you. I had a coworker who had an orbital fracture. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough. And then, being short-staffed a lot of times, you're just worn out. And then they're like, oh, well, why is this med late? Why is this late? Why didn't this get done? Like, come on. It's just so many little logistics and behind it, charting. But the overall is caring for your patients and helping them. So all that other stuff shouldn't matter. But I got off topic, didn't I?
No, you go ahead. Like,
But more so if you're going to do it, don't just come into it for money, first of all. Because you can make money doing plenty of other things than nursing, and you won't have to deal with what nurses go through. Okay? I ask anybody that, especially inpatient nursing.
That was actually
in the hospitals.
You actually going to lean right into the next thing that I was going to say. So, I was going to ask, right? So, nursing advice, like for, let's say, nurses coming up in nursing school, you being in the field for it, as long as you've been in it, with some advice. And you kind of was already going in on it, but.
In school, you have to stay steady. Okay? It's not, college for a lot of people is about fun. Finding yourself, experimenting. No, you don't have time for that.
Right.
You really don't have time for that. Especially if you're in a vigorous program, they will kick you out. Right? My freshman class started with about 200 people who were declared nursing majors. We graduated with, I want to believe, 70 or 65 nurses, like actual graduates who completed the BSN. They will kick you out real quick.
Yeah.
So don't think it's all about fun and games. I'm going to just go in. And no, it's not that. You really have to be steady. Like after clinicals, I was in the library until it's time to go home and go to sleep, study again. Like on my weekends, it was rare that I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to take some time out to decompress because you will drive yourself crazy. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And you just have to stay steady and stay focused and, push on through. And then once you get into the career, it's like you're studying so long past this NCLEX. Oh, I have the information. I have all of this. I can do it. And then once you get into the hospital, once you get into the field, a lot of things change. You have to maneuver things differently. It's not all textbook. You have to think differently, move differently. So it's an adjustment. Your first year of nursing in the actual field is going to be rough. Sometimes you might want to quit. You might want to stop. I made the wrong decision, but just keep steady. Yeah, and you'll be okay. Get the right people around you to become better, to learn from,
Yeah.
And if you are in school, I definitely advise you to take advantage of nurse externships. I did not. I was not really aware. I've heard, I've had classmates who had externships and all that, but I was late to the learning about it, so I didn't get an externship. But it will definitely help you out. Like on my floor, we love to have externs on my floor, and we help them out, and they end up getting hired. And they already have a heads up because whenever we have an extern on the floor, we're taking them into the room to do this. We're showing them this procedure, this skill, how to do this. So it'll definitely help you out. So if you are looking to become a nurse in nursing school, your junior year of college, get an externship.
See? Now, I mean, I definitely didn't go to nursing school, but obviously, you know, having someone that is in nursing, you know, you get to see all of the backlash. I know it is kind of hot here, but I could open the window, you know, but it's like, it's 47 degrees outside, you know.
Our upstairs, studio, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
It's on the second floor.
It's hot.
Upstairs.
It's
hot upstairs.
Because it's hot upstairs, period. But then, like, you know,
this middle room is hot too, and all this equipment.
Yeah, it's hot. So she going through it over here.
And I'm never hot. I'm never hot, y'all. I'm always cold. I'm always bundled up under some blankets. But
I'm used to it, so it is what it is. I'm always hot, so it is what it is. But that definitely is some really good advice. Like I said, just from the outside looking in, being, you know, just seeing you go through all that stuff.
He went through it with me, y'all. He went through it with me.
Yeah.
He always had my flashcards. He would be testing me, pulling out pages in the book, going to this, what's this, what's that, how do you do this? I'll give it up to him.
Yeah.
He was with me. He was pushing
you know,
me.
I was doing my thing, man, you know, trying to help you out, but I just know I couldn't.
He's like, I want to see you. Well, I'm at the library. There he goes. He pulling up to the library with his stuff. I'll do some work too.
Yeah.
Just to be in the presence of each other.
Yeah.
Because he knew I had to study. I had tests, multiple tests that week. I had papers and all that.
Yeah.
Research papers. He knew.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you wanna hang out, you gotta come to the library with me.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. But nah, it was you know, it was definitely a time, but you know, we got through it. Right?
We sure did.
We all graduated with you when you graduated.
Yeah.
So,
Cum laude, baby.
Yeah. See, she
honor societies, baby.
Yeah, she had to throw that in there because, you know.
Sigma Theta Tau. National Nursing Honor Society.
I feel you. I get it. Flex. Talk your stuff. Talk your stuff. All right. So we pretty much coming towards the end of this. We about to wrap it up. But before we
that was quick. That was nice.
I told you it wasn't gonna be all crazy. Like some people be having these, you know, 4, 5, 6 hour podcasts. Like, nah, we not doing all that. I still gotta edit this joint. But I mean, we definitely probably ended off on this note. One more topic though. Gotta talk about some sports.
All right.
Gotta talk about some sports, y'all. We have an unwavering, undying dedication to our Philadelphia sports teams, one of which pulls our hair out the most, but we love them to death. Especially this season.
They didn't give us that much stress last season. It was another team.
Yeah. But this particular team is the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, we love the Philadelphia Eagles. We bleed green over here, but man, oh man, we ain't been bleeding. We've been crying. All right, we've been crying these past couple.
Pressure.
Seriously, like this season has been ridiculous. Like to start out the way we started out, what were we like 10 and 1 to us, and then like over the last month we went like
decline
1-6,
steep hill down.
It's ridiculous.
Like he was at Six Flags on a roller coaster. He just
ridiculous. But Philadelphia Eagles, I'm talking about, have a playoff game, wild card playoff game. Eagles, Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers play Monday night, 8:00, Martin Luther King Day. Do you think we win this game? Straight up, like, be honest, yes or no? Because I'm gonna tell you what I think, but what you think?
It's hard for me to say that because I don't want to speak things into existence. You know what I mean, like negatively.
Right.
We played them before earlier in the season. We had our heads on straight.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, we can beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we definitely can beat them. But losing the way we have been losing the past couple of weeks. Embarrassing losses these past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I think it's a mental block in the team right now. I don't know what it is. Locker room, coaching, players, who it is. They all in their own head.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Because they are better than us. They have more talent. But if they can break through that, and hopefully our veterans can knock sense into these players, like to break out of it. It's okay. Like, you still have a chance. Don't give up so easily. Then I think we can win it.
Yeah.
I think we could definitely win it. And I'm hoping I'm right. Because we can win it. Like, we can. Will we? I don't know. But we can. That's what I'm going to say.
So
that's what I'm gonna say.
So I'll put it to you like this, right? So wild card weekend, right? So we have Browns, Texans, Steelers, Bills, Rams, Lions, Dolphins, Chiefs, Packers, Cowboys, and obviously, like I just said, Eagles, Buccaneers. So
the NFC is just dominating this year.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Scared of those AFC teams.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you my
Ravens.
prediction. I'm gonna give you my prediction. I feel like we're gonna win this game.
All right.
I feel like we're gonna win this game, but I don't. I feel like they have to understand that this is it. Like, there's no more after this.
No.
So I think that I do think the players understand this. And one player in particular that was kind of making some headway earlier today actually is AJ Brown. Mm-hmm. Right? AJ Brown definitely understands this. Now, for those of y'all who are not Eagles fans who don't know or care, AJ Brown deleted all his pics, all his pictures on Instagram, football related. He only has
Twitter, right? Deactivated his Twitter too.
Yeah, deactivated the Twitter, and pretty much everybody putting 20 on 10 on this. Everybody doing a little bit too much talking.
Exactly.
This is really, it's a very standard thing that athletes do. Just means that he's locked in for the playoffs. He probably did the same thing last year. If he didn't, then okay, fine, whatever. But he's doing it now. And honestly, I understand why he's doing it now because he caught a lot of hell this year. Mm-hmm. Some of it self-inflicted, but he definitely is catching a lot of hell this year.
I think this is the season for them to pick on him. I mean, after that first event, self-inflicted. You don't do that on the sideline. But after that, they just say, that's our target this year. Whatever he does, we're going to criticize.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they've been picking him on all year.
Yeah. It was definitely some unfair criticism for sure. But, the way I see it, I just see it as him locking in. Like, he didn't, it wasn't like he, unfollowed the Eagles or unfollowed players and coaches and whatever. Like, he didn't do any of that. He literally just deleted his pictures.
But our fan base.
Yeah,
fan base, we are dedicated again. We're dedicated, but we can be so annoying. Our own fan base, like, come on, y'all, chill out. Relax. Oh, he's out of here this season. He's gone. He doesn't want to be here anymore. Oh, he doesn't like his teammates and coaches. Relax, y'all.
It's not that at all. It's not that at all. But I do think we win this game. I honestly hope they come out and they whoop ass. I really do.
I hope so.
I really hope that they rally behind each other at this point.
If they need to bring B-Dog up in there to get him a motivational speech in the locker room before they head on out, then do it.
For real. Something, because like this, it doesn't make no sense, like this team right here is way more talented than
the last year's team, and we were in the bowl.
Well, yeah, honestly, in certain most we've had the same names.
Yes,
in most positions we had the same names, right? We did lose some players.
We did lose a lot.
We lost some players, but
I would say offensively, we're better.
Yeah.
Than we were last year.
We lost, obviously, Gardner Johnson. We lost TJ Edwards, which is actually looking like a huge loss because our linebackers are ass. Like, they can't stop a parked car. It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But, that's what we got to ride out with at this point, and it is what it is. But I think we come out, and I think we win. Now, I don't know if you want to go through, all the other ones for Wild Card Weekend. But
we can do that real quick. Just say a win and loss.
Yeah. So
that's fine.
Browns, Texans. Who do you think win?
I'm gonna say Texans.
Texans?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say Texans too. Right. I would have said Browns because Joe Flacco, but I don't know. Texans. I feel like Texans. CJ Stroud.
Yeah. They
out. Yeah. I feel like he gonna go crazy. But then again, I don't know. You're a rookie, right? Mm-hmm. Rookie quarterback. First time. Playing in a situation like this, lights might be a little bright. Joe Flacco been there before, so I don't know. I'm gonna say Browns plus 3.5. Okay. So yeah, Steelers, Bills.
I'm gonna go Bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bills. Steelers, they've been playing better as of late. TJ Watt? He's been balling, but I just gotta go Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since they fired their offensive coordinator, they've been definitely doing a lot better. Rams, Lions. Who do you think win that?
I want to say the Rams, but the Lions are winning.
You think so? You don't believe in Puka? Puka Nacua?
I want the Rams to
Matt
win.
Stafford.
So please prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Please prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I want the Rams to win.
Yeah.
But I think the Lions will win.
It'd be cool to see the Lions win a playoff game for real.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool to see that just because I know it's been torturous for Lions fans these past couple of decades for real. But it'd be cool to see them do that. Actually try to make a run.
Mm-hmm.
But the Rams, I mean, would I be shocked if they won? No, but I think the Lions probably pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins, Chiefs.
Now this is the one. Everybody's giving it to the Chiefs because it's gonna be cold up there. Dolphins gotta come up there from the warm weather, Miami. But maybe I'm just a hater.
Yeah.
But I want the Dolphins to win.
The Dolphins. Yeah, you know what's crazy? They said that because I think they got to play. The Dolphins got to play the Chiefs. I think they got to play the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So I think the Chiefs, just off the fact that they said weather-wise, it's supposed to be like minus like
3 or something like
or
that.
something,
Yeah.
minus 4 degrees. Like that's crazy. And you coming from Miami, and you got to play
I'm just
Kansas
still mad at
City.
the Chiefs, that's all. But
Yeah.
it's realistic for the Chiefs to win, but I want the Dolphins to win.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's just talk about this. Everybody hate on the Eagles, but the Chiefs in the wild card round too now.
Yeah.
Like they got to play a bunch of they got to play some games away too now. Like I think this is like the first year in the Patrick Mahomes era that he's had to play an away playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
So like they ain't been out here lighting the world on fire either. You know what I'm saying? They've been underachieving too. So at the end of the day, it's just about who won it more. So I think the Chiefs going to win it just off the weather aspect alone.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, that might come to bite them in the ass because they receivers can't catch a cold, So it is what it is on that. But Packers, Cowboys.
It kills me to say this, but
With the Cowboys?
it really kills me to say this.
Okay.
But I think the Cowboys are winning. It kills me to say it.
I don't think so, though.
Ooh,
I think the Packers win. I think the Packers win. Number one, because I'm blinded by my hate, right?
Okay.
Fuck the Cowboys. But realistically, though, Jordan Love's been playing, really well.
Yeah,
They can
he's
lean
my
on
fantasy boy.
Yeah. I had him on fantasy too. He can definitely sling the ball for sure. And I think that Aaron Jones, the running back, definitely is going to be key.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, the Cowboys like to choke, man. They like to choke in big games, man. This is what they do. That's what
all
they
that
do.
Damn pressure on them.
Yeah, man. So
And all that talking ish.
yeah, man. Cowboys
Piles
fans.
up on you.
Yeah, Cowboys fans, y'all losing. Y'all losing. All right. So it is what it is. And yeah, man, I think that's pretty much wraps it up. So I hope we win. I really do. Because if we don't, it's kind of expected, but I really hope that we do. I really hope we come out there and really try to make a statement for real. But yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this episode. All right. How'd you like it?
I liked it. It was nice.
It wasn't bad, right? The sky
bad.
didn't fall. The ground didn't crack.
All right.
But nah. So
that was nice though. It went by. Topics were nice.
Yeah. So we'll
You
try
did
to
your thing.
get.
You did your thing.
I mean, you did too. It's just a duo thing, It's not just
with
me.
formally in,
Yeah.
outline.
Yeah.
Hashtag outline.
Yeah. So,
Outline and dedicated. That's the
yeah.
word of the day.
That's gonna be a hashtag for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't got nothing else, we just gonna end it off on that. But
Thank y'all.
Yeah, so that's
We
it.
appreciate
We're
you
gonna
for
be back.
listening. If you made it to the end, thank you for listening to our first podcast episode.
Yeah,
It's a dedicated podcast. You feel me?
Yeah. So
Go Birds.
yes, go Birds, man. But if that's it, we are gonna be out. See y'all.
Nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. So it's dedicated.
I'm dedicated to the lifestyle.